Push the motherfucking button. You guys already know what time it is. Welcome back to RCYJ Podcast. As you guys can tell,
I thought we were gonna do like the still screen and make it think our fucking video was fucked up, and then you just start talking. Welcome to the podcast. I didn't mean to cut you off. Like always.
Oh no, I thought we were doing the still screen shit. So listen, you guys already know what it is, what it do, and how we do it. We got a full house today in the makeshift studio that we got going on. As you can tell by the
bedroom.
As you can tell by the faces on the screen, it's your favorite comedic duo of the podcast airwaves. Y'all already know. Rico T in the building one time, Tommy Guns one time. And first off, y'all see what's going on with Tommy's arm. Now, Tommy gonna try to lie to y'all, give y'all some bullshit story about how it happened. I'm gonna give y'all the truth right the fuck now. Let's get into this.
Yeah, I want to hear your side. Yo, I'm gonna tell my side.
So
we gonna see who's more accurate.
No, cause I'm telling y'all the truth right the fuck now.
He never.
So the other day, me and Tommy had went out and we was just chilling. Wanted to grab a few beers. We didn't know where to go, so we just ended up at Applebee's. So as we go to Applebee's, now mind you, y'all know me. I like to fuck with people everywhere, and I'm sorry, but you give me a midget waitress, I'm gonna fuck with them. That's just how I'm gonna do it. So,
well, he's way into midgets anyway.
I am into midgets anyways.
There's already one big hole in your story, but I'll let you continue.
What's the hole in the story?
I've never been to Applebee's. Never in my life, I swear. 100%. Like, your story was good. I'm dead serious, bro. Like, I was like, gonna just let you go and not do anything, but as soon as you said Applebee's, I've been thinking, I'm like, man, I've always wanted to try Applebee's, but I've never sat in there and ate their food.
Yo, so the other day, me and Tommy was at Ruby Tuesdays.
There you go. Yeah, I've been to Ruby Tuesdays a few times.
We was at Ruby Tuesdays, and we had a team of midget waitresses. They were in training.
Now there's a team of them.
With the
See, your story gets bigger. The shit. Yeah, he's raising his hand.
No, stop it! Stop interrupting. I'm trying to tell you.
Let me get my waiter boots. Hold on, I got my.
Stop! I'm trying to tell the story here. Oh my god. So there was a team of midget waitresses and they were training, and then they had a normal sized Power Ranger helping them out.
There was a Power Ranger?
No, that's just what I called the waitress because the way she was doing like karate movements, because I'd asked about the salad, and she was like, well, what they like to do is like chop the lettuce. It was fucking weird.
Well, see, here's the difference in the generation.
I can't get a story out.
No, you can't. This is what I tell you happens. I interrupt you all the time. I'm just showing you the generation gap. You called her a Power Ranger. I thought she was part of the Ginyu Force. Difference of air. I thought she was one of those Ginyu Force people.
No, the only reason you thought she was part of the Ginyu Force was because whatever she had underneath her shirt, like
Captain Ginyu?
She did. Like, she had like the super muscular like pec bra on, and it made her look like she had a Ginyu chest. And that's all it was. Anywho, that's not the point. So, we're having a good time. I'm fucking with them. You know, they're being a little short with me. No pun intended. I'm not a big fan of that. Right?
Oh, welcome to the podcast, people.
So, anywho, we just trying to enjoy, and I asked them for a tall beer. I asked them if they were, big enough to be able to handle that. Needless to say, I'm just going to fast forward because Tommy's going to interrupt me again. So, going towards the end of it, like, we paid in cash for the bill and stuff like that. And when they brought the change back, I noticed that we were shorted. So I asked them why they shortchanged me. And apparently that was the wrong thing to say. So next thing I know, one of these little midget waitresses, she jumped up and kicked me in the kneecap. And Tommy went to like grab her head and just hold her back so she would stop. And then the other one actually, and that's why he's got the sling the way that he has it, because she started chewing on his arm, like his forearm. That's all she could reach. But then the other one, like, kind of stood on, like, a stool, and she jumped onto her shoulders, and she took Tommy's arm and she put it behind him like that, and she wrenched that shit with superhuman little strength. And the shit was absolutely fucking crazy, and that's why his arm's in a sling, ladies and gentlemen.
That's an amazing story. But you had Power Rangers and midgets for once. Where was it we was at?
We was at Ruby Tuesdays.
Because I don't remember, because obviously the story's fake. But
no restaurant.
No, it's not. No restaurant.
Yes, restaurant.
No restaurant has fucking a group of midgets.
I said
they would have too much problems getting in and out of the kitchen and stuff.
No,
What,
that's
they
why.
jumping on top of each other to carry our fucking trays?
No,
Like,
they
that's way too low. Nobody
They
wanted that
had
food
the, they
for that
had
low-ass
they,
fucking
they
tray.
had the normal sized Power Ranger lady with the Ginyu chest grabbing the full form, and the only way that they're able to get through the kitchen is because they got to put a bell around their neck like you do with cows or cats. That way they know they're there.
I was just
if
more
not,
thinking
it's
any
like a
of them
little
were carrying food.
Listen, it's like a little messy bun just popping along at the edge of the counter. Like
We
this,
all know if like
this.
shit's more fucked up towards the ground. I'm not trying to be nothing against midgets.
Why do you think they were so angry? Because shit's always fucked up closer to the ground.
Like more dirt's kicked around? I mean, it got left.
And they're about the size of dirt, so
if
they
they're
got kicked
carrying me a
around.
tray of food, I'm gonna turn it back. I'm probably just gonna be that asshole. Like, yo, no disrespect or nothing, but I need my food like 6 feet off the ground before I can eat it. It shouldn't go to hello to the ground. You wanted to do the midget thing. You knew I was gonna say some shit. But here's the funny part.
No,
there was midgets.
but listen, there were midgets, and the worst part is what Tommy's really trying to say is if a midget's carrying his food, he's gonna look at them and be like, no, this food is beneath me.
I wasn't saying that. I was literally gonna ask them if they had some fucking magic beans.
Well, I mean, that's better than me asking them when they decided to quit the chocolate factory and complaining about Willy Wonka.
I heard a story the other day. Donald Trump used to be in the chocolate factory.
He's the same color. So he ate an everlasting gobstopper, right? But it had a secret formula on it. Yeah, what?
I stole his story.
He stole.
This is actually from Blank Man.
This is our production assistant.
He actually used this. He was telling me this the other day.
He does. Okay. Oh no, it was the gum.
Oh, he's trying to fix you.
The everlasting gum, the one that never loses its flavor. It was that shit, but what he didn't know was Willy Wonka put a secret formula into that.
Is that the one that floated away?
No, that's not the one that floated away. It was supposed to be. No, the gum. The gum turned the one chick into the blueberry.
Okay.
But see, what happened with Donald Trump was Wonka had put in a secret formula. And all it did was just make the Oompa Loompa look like a normal-sized human, hence why he's still orange. And then he has to hide the green hair, so that's when he did the Howard the Duck toupee hairdo thing that he got like
we're
this.
talking about Donald Trump being fucking Oompa Loompa.
He's like a human hot Cheeto or human Cheeto.
I want one time just to hear him sing that song now.
He's a cheesy poof. And I'm not just talking about his hair, but that's not the point. Anyways, listen.
Everybody knows that story is so fabricated. For one, you screwed up big time. Tried saying I've been at Ruby Tuesdays before, and that just didn't happen. Then the name of the store changed.
Listen, everybody knows that's a fake story. And how do you know if it's a fake story? Because if there was a team of midget waitresses, you guys would hear every joke that I would have made. And honestly, we wouldn't even have got the drinks before I would have got kicked out.
That's probably true. I don't know, though. He got a thing for, like, midgets, so he might have been trying to coerce them to do things.
Listen, and I still fuck with them.
This is the same guy that's trying to get me to go to fucking midget wrestling.
No, and here's why, everybody. Let's be real about this, okay? I'm getting older, alright? And my body don't work the way that it used to. So I figure I got one good fight left in me. So I want Tommy to go to midget wrestling with me because what I want to do is this. For my last good fight, I want like a 5-on-1 handicap match, and I'm just going to beat up 5 midgets to prove I can still fight.
Okay, so that's good segue because that's gonna lead into what actually happened. I was going to this mud wrestling thing that I thought it was a bunch of midget mud wrestlers to check out a place to get it booked for you because your birthday was coming up and I missed it. So I was going to the place, and instead,
This story's fucking fabricated
no,
already.
wait, instead of midgets, there was 2 big girls wrestling in the mud, and I'm already stuck in the mud. And somehow I became the referee. I don't even understand it. But they was all over that place, man. And somehow I ended up in the middle of that. And I got... You ever seen when, what's his name? Rikishi does that face thing? The stink face. That's what it's called. And you know what I'm talking about. I know you do. Somehow I fell in the corner. And next thing, I know they're coming at me to give the stink face. And you know me, bro. I'm fast. Fast for a big guy, I put my arm up. I put my
Hold
arm
up.
up.
I only got one simple question. So the one who gave you the stink face.
No, it was both of them.
They both did.
They
Okay,
both
so
at the same time.
So just because I think I know like how it all happened, but I gotta ask, one of them, when they gave you the stink face, I know you threw your arm up, but I know like you probably still got a good look because you need to know what was coming.
Oh yeah.
Now, did one of them have a mole that was like that fucking big on him, with like 4 hairs sticking up that looked like tentacles?
To be honest, it's a possibility. All I know is I closed my eyes and prayed.
Oh, so you got in between Kerry and Michelle's mud wrestling. I know both of them.
Yeah. And then, next thing I know, I don't have a good arm no more. So, yep.
That story's fabricated, by the way.
That story is not fabricated.
That story's fabricated. Do you want to know how I know it's fabricated?
Because you tried making up some chick's names?
No.
Waiting.
You didn't remember my birthday, stupid. We talked about this before we started.
Hold up, because I'm glad we record. Because now your ass is going to rewind and watch the episode. I said I was going there because I forgot your birthday. First thing I said, homie. First thing I said in my story.
Okay, but this happened the other day.
Yeah, this is when this happened. The other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know it was my birthday that passed until today.
I just knew it was coming up. I forgot.
No,
that
it passed.
Now I know it passed. I thought it was coming up.
Tommy was trying to buy me a book. He was looking for the Hood Karma Sutra. Because of the 2 midget waitresses and, you know, your boy. By the way, apparently, YouTube, I need to let y'all know, because Kick had already warned me, I'm not allowed to take my shirt off. It says no nudity because we're also live on Kick, so I thought I was going to be able to undress for the episode. It's not happening, though. Sorry, everybody. That's not the point. So, other than...
It wasn't going to happen anyways. I promise you. We in my room, no. There's already a no you taking your shirt off.
No, I know. So before...
Nobody wants to see those nipple rings.
I don't either because I pulled them the other day and it tore a little bit, but that's not the fucking point. So, the other thing that I do want to do... So, other than your death-defying bout with the gargantuan goddesses, what's been going on, Tommy?
Honestly, I couldn't even fucking tell you. This last week has been a blur.
This last
Ever
week
since,
is
to
fucking
be
sucked.
honest with this shit, I have been on so much pain medication and shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be all fucked up. I can't even remember half the fucking week.
Okay.
But nothing new.
Okay. Well,
Finally moved into the place, all good. We settled pretty good.
Settled pretty good. So, I talked about this one, I think a little bit last week where, you know, it's like, I work for the auto industry now, and now I find all these little problems with my car. And I know that the one thing that fucking pissed me off is, like I was telling you earlier, my fucking AC compressor just went on that bitch too. So, I'm riding old school Boston style in the summer when you don't want to put the AC on too much. You got the fucking windows down, shit's blasting. Well, music ain't blasting because my radio just started fucking up too. Well, that's not the point. So the one thing that I do want to talk about, and I wish like I could make this shit up, but here's how I know, and Tommy's gonna roll his eyes when I say this, but here's how I know I'm attractive. So I went out the other day. I had gotten taken to dinner for my birthday, followed by a few drinks at a local bar that, you know, I normally do go to because I know the people there.
1 beer, 2 beer,
3 beer,
another beer.
No,
beer after beer.
so I got people buying me shots, people buying me drinks. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, start having conversations with a few people and stuff like that. Meet this, you know, one person, which I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about your orientation. I don't care about none of that. I'm happy with everybody as long as you're happy with yourself. But so naturally, I'm with the girlfriend, and then she had went to go to the bathroom where she had to undo her Power Ranger overall set that she had on. She looked like some weird space monkey ninja thing. But that's not the fucking point that I'm trying to bring up right now. So as she walks away, this dude's gonna get close to me and be like, hey, so like, are you fully straight? Or like, do you dabble? And I'm like,
He dabbled.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. What you mean, like, do I dabble? Do I dabble in what?
The right situation. You got buy him enough alcohol.
No, there ain't enough alcohol in the world to make me dabble.
He dabbled.
But, so then the dude proceeds and he goes, he's like, hey, like, I'm not, fully one way or the other. He's like, I play on both teams. I'm like, okay, and that's fine. Like, congratulations. Like, I'm happy for you. Do you? And he's like, I ain't gonna lie. He's like, yo, your girl's beautiful. I'm like, okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And then he looks at me and he goes, but I don't know what it is, dog. He was like, you a thick, beautiful man. And I'm like, all right, I appreciate that. Thank you. So then the next question to me is, so y'all ever thought about like the three people kind of thing? And I looked at him and I said, excuse the fuck out of me? And he was like, three people, like, say like, we all have enough drinks, like me, you, and your girl. I said, listen, the only way that there's three people in the room is if she takes that stuffed monkey and leaves it in the room, because I normally kick it out. I mean, it ain't even real, but I kick it out. There's just two people in the room for shit like that. But he wanted to be a third, and listen, this
Sorry about this, people. Lay down! Lay down! Go ahead.
He's yelling at Blank Man again. Don't
I
stop
gotta
talking
yell
to
at
him
my
like that.
shepherd.
Stop talking. He is our production assistant, not a shepherd.
Well, sometimes. But anyways, continue your story, man. You talking about me interrupted. I've already had so much shit to say.
Yo, so now, I veer the conversation away from that, because I'm like, I'm cool, whatever, like we could do this. So then like we go in, we're all sitting at the bar. I'm cool with the bartenders and all that shit. And then he's like, I'm gonna get you a drink. I said, okay, cool. He's like, do you do tequila? I said, I ain't no bitch. Of course I do tequila. Like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking we're doing straight shots of tequila. I'm like, yo, fuck it, let's go. Now, tequila and pineapple juice. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? A whole cup of it. So I'm letting it sit right there. Now, mind you, I watched the bartender make it because this dude's already had some conversation with me. I don't know if he's gonna try to drop some shit on me. I watched the bartender make it. I grab it, put it in front of me. So then he proceeds to take it, and he's like, we're having a conversation. He does little sips of shit, and he looks at my cup, and he's like, yo, like, what are you doing? You slacking? I said, I'm slacking. I was like, all right, cool, I got you. Put that shit down. 3 seconds, whole drink is gone. And then he was still trying to finish his. Then we go back outside, and, like, he goes to dap me up, and then he does one of these. You really are a beautiful man. And I just look at him, and I'm like, you got an alright beard. I didn't know what the fuck to say, so I told him he had an alright beard. He was a sweet guy, but I'm not that kind of sweet.
My younger nephew over there and the other one, cover up your ears for a second because I'm about to drop some knowledge.
We got an audience here. We dropped.
So I'm gonna be honest with you.
Sport.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Homie went home. He took care of himself. And over in his head, he kept saying to himself, you have a nice beard. Like in your voice. I'm telling you that happened. And I hate to say it, bro, but it happened. Number 2, since you're laying down, I'll start with the start of your story. You said I would disagree with you about you being a beautiful man. Although I'm never going to tell you that because I just don't think men are beautiful.
No, it wasn't that.
Or a good-looking guy or nothing. I have never in my life ever told anybody they're not good-looking. I actually promote everything because there's always somebody that likes somebody everywhere.
But that's not what I meant. Okay. What I meant when I said that you were gonna roll your eyes is because let's face it, you have this thing where if a situation like this happens, you'll be like, oh, here we go. He's gonna start peacocking again.
Oh, because you do like to peacock. The world should know this. You watch enough RCYJ. You give me the comments because y'all know he likes to peacock.
Listen, every now and then I peacock, but that's when I got the outfit where I'm really feeling myself.
I mean, have you ever seen? Let's do a perfect example. Have you ever seen me just go up to the camera and like, oh yeah, man, oh shit, yeah, I'm looking fly, looking homie. Nah, doesn't happen. That's you, bro. No big deal. We're different people, and that's all good.
And that's okay, but most of the time when I'm doing that, I'm trying to make sure the hat got the right fit. Because how many episodes, if we go back and watch, By the end of the episode, I mention it before we sign off.
I will
No,
say.
hold on, wait.
No, I wasn't going against you.
I know, but I'm just saying. How many times has it been the end of the episode and right before we sign off, I go, "Damn, Oos, you couldn't fucking tell me my hat's been crooked the whole fucking time."
See, no, I couldn't, because here's the problem: is I'd be worried about like how my hat gonna fit in there. Like, look, half the time I'm like this, and so nobody can even tell I'm wearing a Chicago Bulls hat. So, and I try to fix it, make sure that no. But no, it ain't even like that. Now you made me forget my other point, though. There was another point.
I be peacocking
Oh,
sometimes.
I remember.
He remember.
You a rookie.
Fuck you.
And I'm gonna drop this knowledge on you why you a rookie.
Rookie at what though?
This dude was into you. I don't care if it's a girl, a guy, someone that doesn't go with either one. They come home and start hitting on me, and I don't put that. Even if I'm not going home with them or nothing, and got no plans. They want to buy me some alcohol. Let's roll.
No.
Get me another one.
Listen.
Hey, I just took that shot. Let's go with another one. You should have took that dude for every dime minute. I'm going to tell you a story because I don't do stories too often.
No, I know,
and
but
granted, I shouldn't go into this story, but this is a true story. A old bar called Krabby Jack's back in Deerfield. Some old lady was hitting on me hardcore at Krabby Jack's. Anyway, and so she's hitting on me, and then she starts buying me drinks. So we get the tab at the end of the night because she's been buying me drinks. $175 tab. $175 tab. Meanwhile, the bartender, who's a good friend of mine, came up to me and he's like, "Dude, you have no intentions of going home with this lady or nothing, do you?" I says, "No." I said, "I'm getting ready to get you guys motherfuckers call me an Uber. She just fucking bought me $100 some in alcohol. I'm fucking drunk as fuck. What are you talking about?" Well, I will say that I feel bad because the situation didn't turn out as well as I thought it would. I figured you're sitting there buying alcohol. I never told you one time, "Hey, we gonna go do anything." We just drinking together. I told you I like to drink. I'm Irish. Don't start feeding an Irish guy no fucking alcohol because that's not a good idea. You're going to take it for free, especially free alcohol. And this guy, he knows because he's Puerto Rican. He's my brother from another mother. And he would do the same shit. You can continue to give him free alcohol, you know. But at the end of the night, this is the sad part because when I finally broke this to the lady, literally right there started bawling. Bawling, bro. Like, not just a little crying, bawling. Woo! I mean, I don't think I've ever done anything like that before, like where I walked away from a situation. Because usually I'm going to sit there and try to smooth this over. And I think I did for about 5 minutes. But then I'm like, my Uber's here. I got to go. Peace out. I had a wonderful night. I hope to never see you again.
See, but now if I can,
we gotta find the middle though.
No, yeah, no.
That's why I called you a rookie.
No, okay.
You should have got more alcohol.
No, listen.
You should have got to my point either.
Well, no, but here's my thing too. So that was towards like the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? So the bar's getting ready to close.
Well, then you should have drank that alcohol fast.
No, but here's my thing.
It's your birthday. You should have partied if you want to.
I'd been drinking for more than 10 hours at that point. I was already fucking. I was already.
You're good. Should be too much. Go ahead.
He just slapped the production assistant. This motherfucker here.
Fucking blank man. I told him to stop.
But not listen. So it was towards the end of the night. I was already pretty far fucking gone. And the other reason why I didn't want to try to like have this dude continue buying me drinks.
You had your lady, she'll go take you home.
Well, no, and that was the thing too. I had already been told because, you know, I normally, and you know this for a fact, normally I don't celebrate birthdays. Like I go grab a pizza, whatever, I chill at home, play PlayStation, shit like that. So I was told I don't have a choice, I'm to celebrate this year. I said, okay, fine. Then I was told,
and Moose is whipped.
No.
And that girl's the one that told you, right?
Well, no, here's why, though.
You whipped.
Well, no, listen, here's why.
She told me that shit, I'd be less likely to fucking go.
Well, I can't. She bought me a fancy bottle of whiskey, too, so I figured...
Then why are we not going back to the house and drinking that bottle of whiskey?
Because I ain't even drinking any. That's too fancy. I'm waiting a little bit on you.
I agree with you on that. I guess if you're saying fancy, I don't know what kind of bottle it is, but I get that part because...
Elijah Craig, 1789.
Okay, so I can at least see saving it.
But
isn't a special moment your birthday? Do you not think your birthday is special?
No, because I'm not used to that.
You need a hug right now because you don't think you're special.
Is this our first edition of Hugs with Tommy?
I mean, I actually want to go out and just hug random people, not you.
Anyway,
'Cause people need hugs.
no, listen. So the point is this. So I'm just gonna. I was fucked up, and here's how I know I was fucked up. Because there was not even any issues going on. Like we were going to the car and the night go home, blah blah. Next thing I know, there's a bunch of people outside. They're all chilling and talking, and I'm just like, it's fucking hot. It's fucking rage. Next thing I know, I'm walking around fucking. I got like a thin hoodie. I had thin hoodie and a t-shirt. One was in each hand, and I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
My only problem with what you said, I mean, I believe you because you're drunk, but because you usually don't admit it. But that's my point. Is normally when motherfuckers are drunk, I'm fine. What are you talking about?
No, and here's...
And you know I'm not wrong.
No, and he's not wrong, and here's exactly how...
Because this is actually happening with this homie.
Yes, and but here's the thing that I feel that me and you haven't gotten to this point yet, which I'm honestly surprised. Here's how I knew I was fucked up to the point where I'm like, no, I'm drunk. I'm in the middle of a conversation with somebody, it's a white person, and I'm talking, and actually we were talking about where I'm from, Massachusetts. So immediately I start talking about shit like that, and then all of a sudden, mid-conversation, I'm like, yeah, so no, I was actually born in Salem, grew up in East Boston, pero después de ahí, yo me fui para New Hampshire, and I went full Spanish, because I forgot how to speak fucking English. If I've been drinking and you hear me speak Spanish, cut me the fuck off. And she did. She took my card and my wallet so I couldn't buy no more drinks. Because I wasn't even supposed to buy drinks for myself. That's what I was told. You're not driving because you're not buying your own drinks. And I said, that's going to be expensive. They were like, okay, and what's the point? I'm like, all right, well, fuck it, I'm getting fucked up. When I started speaking Spanish, I knew I was fucked up. That's how I know. But I'm going to go, so I don't know if I've ever talked to you on the podcast about this story, but going with, like you said, with the older lady buying you drinks. So, if you know anything about, the Florida area that we live in, Indian River
Just
County.
so you know, I've had an older dude buy me drinks before, too. I mean, I don't think he was that way, but I didn't give a fuck either way. This guy literally took me, like, bar hopping to buy me drinks, so he would do it all the time. Like, I'd run into him in Krabby Jack. Tommy, man, wow, you're awesome! We're going out partying! I got the tab! I'm like, okay, let's go. And he knew how I drank.
Let's find motherfuckers to do that for me and you, and then they're going to be pissed when they look at their bank accounts the next day.
Not this dude, he was loaded.
Yo.
This is the same dude that tried to take me out, fucking kidnap me on a yacht.
Yo, he definitely like that. He was trying to get you where you can't scream for help because no one will hear you.
The problem I have with what you say, one of the most fine-looking women ever was his wife. If he could have been covering up, and I understand that. I mean, it could have been a thing like that, but I'm just saying.
So going with the question,
you wouldn't think so.
So Tommy, have you ever been to Bottoms Up over there going towards Miko?
I've been to Bottoms Up.
So when I first moved to Florida, everybody told me, if you start here, which is Hiram's, Earl's, and shit like that, like you can have a good night. If you end up at the other side going towards Miko with Bottoms Up, it's a fucked up night. And I never believed it. So one day we're bar harping like motherfuckers, just everywhere on that strip we hit. Night ends at Bottoms Up. They have a DJ there for some reason. I got the DJ, which was crazy because everybody in there is like country, old as hell, biker dudes. And I got the DJ playing bachata.
What night was it there?
Huh?
What night?
No, this was years ago.
I just wonder what night. Like, was it like a Tuesday, Friday, Saturday?
It was like a Saturday.
Just wondering.
Like they had the DJ there. So then this older lady, buys me a drink, which I'm fine with that. So then she keeps going, I'm going to buy you more drinks. And I'm going to take you home. And I said, no, that's fine, thank you. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't know you like that. I'm not that type of person. Like, you're a very lovely lady. That's not happening. So then she tried it again, and I said, ma'am, it's not happening. So then on the third time she said it, I'm like, okay. So the inner monologue is like, do you continue to be nice or do you just like say it your way now? And I tell myself, because the bartender made me another shot, so I was like, let me take the shot and I'll figure it out from there. Took the shot. Well, apparently I should have just not took the shot and did the nice thing. Because I took the shot and immediately I'm like, Grandma, I'm not fucking going home with you. Get over it. So then what she does is, at least give me a dance, and I'm like, I don't dance.
He a liar. You should
So-
buy your dance, Grandma.
No.
I seen him dance.
So then here's what happened. She goes, I got moves that'll blow your mind. So you know what she does? And I shit you not on everything. Some of the scariest and weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. She looks at me and goes, bring it, baby. Takes out her fucking teeth. Sets
whoa.
them on the bar.
Do you know her still?
Fuck no.
I was always looking for a grandmother to take her.
Takes out her teeth, slams them on the bar. Now, mind
Hit
you,
me up if you're
and
listening
I'm
to the
not
podcast.
trying to be rude, but let's face it, she was, 50s, closer to 60s. So, cover your ears, children. She had the sandbags that were hanging down to the knees, and she looked like she had a nighttime muumuu on. She leaned forward.
She definitely had the nighttime muumuu. You said her age?
She
had a
leaned
nighttime
forward
muumuu.
and did one of these, and it looked like if I was just doing this, I couldn't fucking do it. Immediately, I sobered up and said, I'm out. I walked home.
True story. I wore a nighttime muumuu one straight year. Straight year, every day. Those things are so comfortable.
If we're gonna talk about that,
I had a
I can
family.
be
Well, I
honest.
had a family convention. They all came to me and they're
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you can't be wearing this muumuu."
Okay, now
But I will
he
tell
said
you
he had
that-
an intervention
I tell you straight up though, that one year, most comfortable shit ever.
because you can breathe.
Yeah, man, everything was like fucking yeah.
So here's
Baggy, cool, comfortable.
So here's another one going off that. So mind you, and you know what I look like when I shave. Like if I fully shave, I still have like the 5 o'clock shadow look. So one year when I worked at the truck stop for Halloween, I was like, I'm gonna completely shave my beard and I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna go to work because we could dress up for Halloween. I went as Medea.
Oh shit. And people call you Carl Winslow?
No, I had no facial hair.
Oh, no facial hair, my bad.
So I went as Medea. You could see the 5 o'clock shadow,
Yeah.
and you could see my fucking Adam's apple, right?
Oh shit.
This truck driver, because I was fucking around talking to, the other employees, and I was like, hey, baby, how you doing? It's my dirt. So then this truck
I
driver...
can already explain this story, but go ahead.
This truck driver starts hitting on me, and I'm like, no, that's okay, baby. And he's like, no, like, seriously, let me buy you something. Like, let me talk to you. I'm like, no, that's okay, baby. And he's like, I like you. And I'm like, oh, shit. So then I finally went, bruh, no, wrong tree. And then he was like, yo, you're a dude? And I'm like, do you see the shadow in the Adam's apple, bro?
See, I know you'd think like truck drivers would like, they see enough people and stuff, but they're like zoned out while they're driving, right? So when they finally relax, it's kind of like the people on the sea. And when they fucking fought whales and shit or mermaids. So he seen you, and I don't think he gave a shit really if you were a girl or a guy until you rejected him. He's like, oh shit, you a dude? He was trying to cover his tracks at that point.
Most likely, but
he
it
was just
wasn't
like, get
until
in the truck.
Dude, so immediately I said, fuck this shit. Now, mind you, I was smart. I had on my whole work uniform underneath everything. And, like, I just had the pant legs rolled up. Now, mind you, you could also see my hairy-ass legs. Because I wasn't wearing no
He was
stockings.
into that shit.
I wasn't wearing stockings. Immediately, in the middle of the fucking restaurant, I whipped off the fucking muumuu, the wig, the fake earrings, the glasses, and everything. All of a sudden, he like, yo, you are a dude. And I'm like, what gave it away?
I've told you, this is like really a dream of mine to like go sit at a bar or something. It's like a real old man or a fucking real old lady and just fuck with people all the time. It's how long you can go. And just fuck with everybody too.
We have to do another one where we go off somewhere and like I pick a random fucking accent and I talk like that the whole time and see how many people we can fuck with.
But you talking about uncomfortable situations, I actually wanted to bring one up because you talked about how that old lady was aggressive. I now find a lady that I just was not into, on my same age and everything. But she was nice enough, so we playing pool and everything's all good, I think I even actually bought her a fucking drink, which probably was my mistake. But I'm leaning over on the fucking pool table, getting ready to take my fucking shot.
She put a finger in your butt.
Now, might as well have been. It was a fucking pool stick, motherfucker.
What
It
the
wasn't-
hell?
It wasn't on my butt, but it was like right there. Like she took the whole pool stick, and I'm like, what the fuck? I literally fucking paid for my drinks and I left, bro. You know me, I'm not a rude motherfucker. I try to be as nice as I can be about it. But as soon as
Listen.
that shit happened, I literally said, what the
Listen.
fuck? I turned to my buddy that was with me. he's laughing his ass off. He thought it was the funniest shit ever, and I don't blame him because I'd have laughed at him if it happened to him. But I'm like, Tab, we out. I'm done. She's like, oh, I didn't know you was gonna like, what the fuck do you expect?
Now going with that, I am gonna say this, and I'm gonna use an '80s martial arts movie reference because I know you know the movies.
The Karate Kid.
No, not that one. So if that would have happened to me, right?
You gonna kung fu kick the bitch?
Listen, do you remember which one was it? Was it Bloodsport? Bloodsport.
Okay.
Or I lied. I'm sorry. It was Bloodsport, but any Jean-Claude Van Damme movie from the '80s and early '90s, every time at the end of the fight, what does he do? He jumps in the air and he does that spin kick. Bro, I would have did that shit just as good as him on her. My big ass would have been up in the air, chubbiest Power Ranger ever, spin kick. It would have been done.
Just so you know, kick people, we always looking for you to make a comment, hit that like, subscribe button, find us on RCYJ Podcast. I'm
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
I'm too blind to actually feed off all these fucking people that jump in.
We appreciate y'all for joining in. Thank y'all. But yeah, so it was just like, bro.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I keep finding like these fucked up situations.
Yeah, it'll happen. I've seen so many. I got so many more.
And then so the other thing that I think is funny too is like as we're at the bar or whatever, like, you know, it's a punk rock bar. So they got this one dude who works there, cool as hell black dude, long ass dreads and shit. Now mind you, when I go in there normally, like, we have little conversation and stuff, but he was buying me drinks for my birthday too, and like he had a few drinks, we was, you know, just chilling and shit like that. And I know you're used to it with my family and, you know, every now and then with me, you know, where we make the white people jokes. And that's fine, but him, he went in. Like, he looked at the female bartender who was there because she's new, and he called out her name for all intents and purposes. I'm not going to use her name. I'm going to call her Velma just because of the glasses that she had on. So we're going to say Velma. He looks at her and he goes, Velma, I'm tired of this shit. And she was like, what happened? What's wrong? And he's like, I can't deal with this white people music anymore. Y'all need to let me put on some reggae, something hard. I need to go. I need to move. I can't do it. I can't. What the fuck? And he looks at me and he goes, these white people don't understand us niggas. And now mind you, I'm drunk and I'm kind of like, damn, he didn't have to get on Velma like that. Now naturally I could have came to her defense, but instead I was like this. Hey, yo, you right. They don't even know, bro. Like, give me some Daddy Yankee. You know, hit me with some Wheezy F Baby, the keys to the lady, the key to the Sadies. And he was just like, y'all already know, bro. Couldn't even get that shit. That's not even the point. It was just...
Which is funny, because you go out with a white guy, and when we go to places that have country music, I said pretty much the same shit.
He do say the same
Get
shit.
this fucking country music off here. I don't want to be here no more. I'm going to leave. Shut this shit off!
Shut it the
if
fuck
I'm
up.
drunk. Fuck him.
So, the other thing that I wanted to bring up too is there's this kid I work with. I've talked about him before. He's the one I roast the fuck out of. So apparently, maybe about last weekend or so, it was his stepdad's birthday. And they decided they wanted to go to Bear Assets. So he's telling me about it, blah blah blah, and he starts talking about this one girl. So he also mentions her to another friend of mine who works with us because me and that friend have been there. We know exactly who he's talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought this was going sideways.
No,
like,
so
real quick.
no, so then it gets even more funny because, like before, like when me and you would go more frequently.
Yeah.
They'd hear all the stories about the shit that me and you say and do and shit like that. He'd always be like, yo, y'all are mad lame for fucking going. Like, who wants to fucking go? And I'm like, you can go to a strip club and see that, you know, technically for free. Or I was like, or we could do what you do, which is pay for OnlyFans. So who's stupid, really?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But now I'm making fun of him because he looks at me and he goes, so when you taking me now? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yo, I need to go back. He was like, you don't understand. Like, that girl wanted me. She was all over me. And I'm like, bruh, you a rookie. And he goes, nah, you don't even understand. He was like, well, like, pow, pow. And she threw it on me. And, yo, she was loving me. And I'm like, bruh, how did you dress? He's like, nah, I shaved this. I had on, like, a tan shirt with the matching pants, and I had on like tan Air Forces, and I did this and this, and I'm
You
like,
look like you had a little bit of money.
he looked like he had money. Yeah, and he looked like that regardless. So I'm like, so she was all into you. He was like, yo, I could,
all into your money.
I could have wifed her, and I said, go ahead, go back, do it, wife her.
Yeah, it's gonna be so funny when she's sitting on to some other dude's dick, and you be like, "Why is he paying attention to her? Yeah, but not me."
I wanted to hit him with a dose of reality, so I thought about going with him, and then like after a few minutes, I was gonna be like, "Nah, come here, come talk to me, baby girl, right here, sit on Santa's lap, let's talk about
That
something."
is the best way to do it, from my experience. That is the best way to show a dude, because they'll sit there, "Oh yeah, she's into me, she's into me." I've had to do it a couple times. My one boy Derek happened one time. Girl was all over top of him for like a good 45 minutes. He's telling me that same bullshit. I says, no, she's not. She's into money, dude.
The only thing I will say is this, and I feel like maybe you can agree with me on this.
Probably.
Now, the past few times that we gone, our favorite one, the dumbass who thinks that we're rappers, the moment we touch the door handle to open the door to get in, you know for a fact this bitch is Yoda level with the Force, and she knows that we're there, because the moment we even look at a seat, we're pulling the fucking chair out and she's already, I haven't seen you forever, hi!
See, the whole thing is about that. But legitly, I've been in there without you, she won't talk to me. Like she would, but she know better. That's all you, homie.
That's what I'm saying. She actually has like a thing.
Oh, she has a thing for Rico.
And
that's 100%.
And normally I don't try to. And then like I had went there with a group of people from work too, and like she came over and sat down and like immediately tries to put her hand on my shit, and like I just moved my legs, and yo, I shit you not, I've never seen someone go into a bout of depression that quick. Like she almost burst into tears and was like, I could tell you're not feeling me tonight. You immediately moved your leg. And she was like, I'm just gonna leave you alone. And she fucking like booked it away from me.
I mean, yeah, because that's because I was actually feelings. So, like I told you that from the get-go. Like the first time we met her, that chick was, oh, you were so pretty. You were pretty brown skin, boy. I like that. You know she was. She was all over.
Oh, I love Puerto Ricans. Ooh, there's something so spicy about them. They're delicious.
2 minutes into knowing her, she had her hand up your fucking shirt, rubbing your chest like that.
Yeah, she did.
Plus, on top of that, is the girl wasn't around like pulling game. Like you'd watch her, and she wasn't really doing that with everybody else. So.
And I feel so bad for her for that. Like, up your game, baby girl. Know what I mean?
Well, I fucking told her ass to.
Up your game, baby girl.
I had a 45-minute conversation with her the one day about how she need to be a better stripper.
Didn't she tell us we should teach a class on etiquette?
Yeah, she was fucking telling me that shit.
How to teach them how to do it better and like, how to read the room better.
Like, you guys should just teach a class on this shit.
On how to,
all your strippers. I'll get them all to come to you guys. That sounds like a good idea. This is fucking bullshit.
So don't forget that you can dial 772-777-7777, extension 29 for Tommy and Rico Exotic Dancer Etiquette.
I'm positive 29, something else. So,
no. No, it's not.
I don't know.
No, we only had gotten up to 28. We just came up with this one, so extension 29.
I believe you. I don't got the best memory on shit like that, but
I also do find that there are people who, and listen, occasionally...
We gotta remember one of these weeks to get Tyler on.
No, we really do.
I do have an update on Tyler. It's funny. He's getting a motorcycle license.
He also has a butt.
Don't mind the shepherd. She's gotta get some showtime.
Yo, so the other thing that I wanted to throw out too is, now everybody knows that every now and then I do partake in the jazz cabbage, aka the devil's lettuce, aka the funny oregano. And I know some people who they do it a little too much, and I found out through them that I always thought it was bullshit that it killed your brain cells. These dudes is fucking stupid. because, and I know
I'm gonna stop you right there, because if you're gonna fucking tell me that the weed is killing brain cells that bad, nah, you was a fucking moron before you started.
No, they were a moron before, but now they're just extra stupid.
Nah,
but here's why, and I know that I've talked about it on here before.
Because I can legitimately tell you, you give me a fucking huge ass math problem, and I'm not high, and then you give me that same problem in my high, I'm concentrating, I get that fucking problem done faster when I'm high. I promise you.
No, but, and I know I've talked about it here before, and if I haven't, I'm sorry.
Right.
But, so...
Each have your own opinion.
They started talking about, like, movies and shit, and then they were talking about, you know, how the Fast and Furious series has 2 more movies, and they're like, I wonder what they're gonna do for 11, and I said, oh, I already know, like, that's been leaked, dog, I know. And they're like...
Check it out on the Actually Why podcast. We had to open here first.
Yeah. And they're like, nah, what's gonna happen? I said... So 11's gonna lead into 12 the perfect way, because at the end of 11, instead of like Dom and shit like winning the day and like them being the heroes, it has to be a to be continued, because for the first time Dom's gonna get beat, and they're like, nah, how? And I was like, so what's going to happen is Letty's brother is coming into this, and Dom's always talking about, you can't beat me, I've got family. Now what happens when you got a motherfucker who can take part of your family? You don't know what to do, so they're like, the brother's basically trying to come in and get Letty back to go back home, and now she's stuck between her love and her family, and they were like, nah, so fuck that, who's playing the brother? I looked at them and I was like, I am. I'm only here for another 6 months, and then I have to leave to go start filming, and they were like, you a lie, and I'm like, dude, I have to go to Universal Studios in Cali, because that's where we're gonna start filming.
Yeah, these boys are stupid.
And they were like, Michelle Rodriguez ain't even Spanish. And I'm like, yo, first off, Michelle Rodriguez. Second, she's Puerto Rican, you fucking idiot. So who better to play her brother than an actual Puerto Rican? And I have a whole fight scene with Vin Diesel and everything, and The Rock's who breaks us up, and they're like, nah, bro, you gonna see The Rock? And I'm like, if I'm part of the movie, then I'd assume so. He's in it. What the fuck kind of question is that? I walked away feeling so sad, not even for them, because I allowed myself to stoop so low with these idiots.
I don't even know.
So get ready, Fast 11, one of the co-hosts of RCYJ podcast is gonna be part of the family that breaks Dom's family. I'm the villain. Hope y'all enjoy the movie. It's gonna be fucking epic. Tommy, anything you want to say to the people before we go?
No, after that I've got nothing else to say. The bullshit got pretty deep today.
Listen, and the bullshit did get pretty deep, and this was probably one of our, like, this was a weirder episode for us, but I fuck with it, because this is all, like, shit that has happened in, like, a week. It's been an eventful fucking week.
That is true.
So, as everybody knows, you guys can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything, at RCYJ Podcast. Y'all can find me on TikTok under my real name. Look it up, The Enrique Torres. Y'all can find the dumb shit that I say on Twitter at R_TorresFit. And,
I'm sorry, Blank Man doing something weird over there.
Blank Man doing some weird ass shit. Hit us up over there. You guys can always jump on the Kick at RCYJ Podcast on Kick, so you can tune in live while we're doing these and shit like that. We do have some surprises coming up for you guys, coming up that me and Tommy have talked about, and we're definitely gonna fucking do them, because one of them I think is going to be fucking hilarious. It's gonna be a competition between me and Tommy, but
Oh, that's the phone calls.
the phone calls, yes, that is gonna be so fucking stupid. We're gonna call random people and
We're gonna call some motherfuckers.
we're gonna call some motherfuckers, see what we can sell them, and see who we can keep on the phone the longest.
Big booty blow dolls.
Big booty blow-up dolls, and I'm gonna be calling you about your car's extended warranty.
You getting hung up faster than me. If you go in with the car's extended warranty, they gonna fucking hung up on you. As soon as you do that voice and do that, I'm gonna be trying to sell them something that people might actually like.
Nope. See? Because your boy's got an in. How does your boy got an in? I work for the auto industry, which means I gotta find a salesman who's friendly with me. I gotta figure out customers who just bought cars. Like within the past month.
You cheat all you want. I'm
All
not
of a
worried
sudden,
about
I'm gonna
it.
be talking about your extended warranty.
I'm gonna have these people on the phone longer, for sure.
I'm also going to try to promote my ministry business on the phone calls.
You need to promote that, so maybe then I can actually call you an actual minister.
I am a minister. I have the card, the identification, and the parking passes to prove it.
Just because you sat 5 minutes on the phone and spilled out an application,
okay.
and somebody sent you
First off, no. It was a 10-minute application, and every month I get an email that says, specifically for you, Minister Enrique.
That doesn't make you... I'm going to take you to church. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to fix this problem. I'm going to go live with these motherfuckers and take your ass to church. I'm going to go there previously and everything, because we're running long, so I'm going to try to make this quick. I'm going to set this up. I says, oh, I got Reverend Rico.
Minister.
Nah, I'm calling you Reverend.
Nah. So, if I'm a reverend, you know what that means, right?
I know the difference, do you?
No, I do. But if I do reverend, it's going to be slightly racist. Because, like, all the coolest reverends are from, like, the South churches. And they always, like, they get the crowd hyped.
Shout out to you people right now. Anybody needs to get married, contact Rico.
I actually can do that. I am ordained in the state of Florida to get y'all married. But now I'm going to be over there going...
We'll see how illegal that shit is.
Be like,
I need you to get married with this motherfucker.
Be like, yes, sir, and today we're going to praise
the
Lord, yes.
And then in 6 months to a year, when y'all fucking break up...
When y'all get divorced, I'm going to anoint that. And I'm going to pray for y'all with the eyes of Jesus.
They're gonna tell you from the state, they're going to be like, dude, you're not even married. Oh, cool.
But it is legal if I do it. All I have to do is get the paperwork, sign it, and it's actually a legal marriage. I can legally marry people.
Right, you people looking to like fuck some shit up and like lie to this world, call Rico. And
no, I can actually...
He's not gonna dig into your past and see if you guys even know each other. He don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Anybody.
Just pay me.
You wanna marry the AC? Like if you wanna marry your AC behind you, your dog, your cat, your cousin. Maybe not your cousin.
Your grandma's best friend with the left leg that's missing.
That's fine.
But she got a prosthetic that I drew a dick on with a Sharpie.
That old lady next door that can't get out of the wheelchair because that's all you can get and she can't run away from you, he'll marry you guys too.
By the way, before we sign off this, I also want to let y'all know that the gargantuan goddesses, Carrie and Michelle, they are looking for husbands. I can do those weddings at a discounted rate. Other than that,
shit.
If I can give...
Call him. He'll marry you too.
If I can give y'all any piece of advice before we sign off this. Any piece of advice.
Is it energize your Mondays and start your weeks off?
Yeah, that they can energize their Mondays and start their weeks off right, normally starting at 5 a.m. or whatever day they choose to listen or watch this on RCYJ Podcast with Tommy and Rico.
2 o'clock on Sundays.
But, yeah, on Kick, 2 o'clock on Sundays. But no, the only piece of advice that I want to give y'all is... listen to me 30% of the fucking time. I live for the shock factor. I purposely wake up and decide to say fucked up shit. The worst part is so many fucking people believe the shit that I say. I get a giggle shit out of it. I giggle shit a little bit a minute ago.
These two are going to be so disappointed when they go get on my Fast and the Furious and there's no you. Where's the fuck is my homie Rico?
I'm a spoiler for y'all. So at the end of the movie, Dom's crying and like, cause me and him just got in a fight and I whooped his ass cause he balled. Fuck him.
He'll be like, they caught my scene. I don't know what the fuck happened.
So then Dom's gonna be over and he's like, I don't know what to do. And then I come through and I'm like, that's because I broke your family. And then the movie ends and says to be continued. But then there's an end credit scene where we leak into the prequels that we were gonna do, and I ride off into the sunset on a horse, fast as fuck. Anywho, y'all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of y'all day and shit like that. We're gonna get the fuck out of here because I'm tired of spouting this random shit to y'all today.
I gotta go take some pain medicine.
He gotta take some pain medicine. I gotta take a giggle shit, or a shit giggle, whichever the fuck comes first. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all.